Barella. Alexander-Arnold. Looks to the other side. And Neymar. Hazard tries to dink it.
A header!
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
And it's Seedorf.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Romero. Barella. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's a good ball. Now this could be a chance.
Decent attempt at, just a little mistimed.
It's a clearance, but not much of one. Aimed beyond the defence. That's really nicely played. And they've got rid. Seedorf. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Over to the right flank. And that was asking for too much. What's going wide left? That's a shade optimistic. Barella. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Neymar. And it's Hazard. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, it's a thumping hit. That has ended up in no man's land. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hazard. Now there's the shot! And a neat finish! They've done it! Finally they've broken through! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Olise. Rijkaard. Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Hazard. Hazard.
Good strike.
He's had a shot! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Seedorf certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter. But this will make a nice change.
And he's been shifted off it. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That's destined for the flank.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Hazard. Pacho. Messi. And it's Hazard. Alexander-Arnold. He's in plenty of space here. Messi gets flagged offside. So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Number 23, Hazard. Coming on to replace him is number 24, Ribery.
Rice gets a foot in here. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Romero. Pacho. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. No, he's not getting his way this time. Seedorf.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Pull it. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Ribery. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And here's Mbappe. Seedorf. So that's it. It is all over. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
The type of defeat that's hardest to take, Peter. One where you know the game was winnable, yet no matter what you did, it just wouldn't go in, and then all of a sudden, bang,
and
you're behind.
Today that parking in the area around the stadium is
so just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
So we're very much on the way now. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, you can't really overlook the importance of Bruno Fernandes in this side. A lot of players of his ilk may be seen rightly or wrongly as luxury players, and he's anything but. A work ethic I've always admired, and he's still hard at it as ever.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And here's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. And they've got rid. That's a good ball out wide. Beckham. Seedorf. Oh, some astute defending there. And he gets rid in a hurry. Beckham. It's Hullet. Tries to dink it through. And that has been cleared. Harmlessly behind. Thuram gathers from the goal kick. And it's Seedorf. And this, it's Pato! It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? Beckham with the cross. Manchester United are applying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Salah. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hullet. Nicely spread. Beckham. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Mohamed Salah. Foot in. Seedorf did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Beckham. Still goalless. Marquinhos. Rice. Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cafu has it out wide and in space. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's gone searching crossfield. Beckham. Oh, red, nice interception.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Cafu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bruno Fernandes, played out to the left flank. It's a promising position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hazard gets into a good position. Seedorf.
Oh, sweet feet.
He's played it back. And it's Seedorf. Oh, good spread. Space for him to turn and look. Marquinhos getting this one clear. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Çalhanoğlu. No, that's been intercepted. Maldini. And it's Vieira. And it's Hazard. And he's forced to go back. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Applies the finish! Rice. Cafu. Looks to the other side. Mane chasing after it. For Rice. Now it's Pato. And it's half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Please make sure.
What's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So off we go again.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Çalhanoğlu, spread out to the left. Mane. Distributed tidily.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Gullit is always looking to break lines. Beckham picks it up out wide. Gullit, and it's Beckham. Costa Curta. Mane. To Çalhanoğlu. Goes looking wide. Mane. And that is out of play. Now it's Mane. Çalhanoğlu is onto this. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Gullit, that's destined for the flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Maldini. And this is Pato. That has been slung wide. Pato, and this is Pato. Shot at goal! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Costa Curta.
The attendance for this match was
Mane.
71,600.
Still, we await the first breakthrough. Pullet looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
That's tidy. And it's made its way to him.
Pullet plays it in.
Cafu tries to clear. Decent chance! He doesn't look too happy with that. Mane. That has not gone well. That's going wide left. Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely aimed pass. Thuram. And it's Beckham. Pullet. Bruno Fernandes gets a foot in here. Over to the right flank. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Aims beyond the defence. Nesta deals with that comfortably. Seedorf. It's a really well-measured ball. Azar, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's going all the way! And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Beckham! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Deftly away.
Seedorf's delivery.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Looking to play him in. It's a pretty loose pass. Nesta. Has a look and plays it forward. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. That's a cute ball. Now it's Mane. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Beckham wants to run onto this. He's in plenty of space here. There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Substitutions taking place.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
That's a decent clearance.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Beckham providing an outlet on that flank. Tato!
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Has been indicated.
Back where it came from. Rice shifted it to the flank. Chance here to counter. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Manchester United certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
Well, if you're looking for a showstopper, I think we need to look no further than Kaka here, Peter. To me, it's all going to be about how much of the ball he's going to see.
So does he have a specific role?
Yeah, basically to get on it and take it to the opposition. That's what he does. And in doing that, he engages everybody around him.
Yeah, it's terrific. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. And it's Seedorf. Maldini calmly anticipates. Can he get on the end of this? Now, can they get him away? Messi shapes to shoot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
And the pass is intercepted. De Rossi into the channel. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Into Shevchenko! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that pass just didn't quite work. That's destined for the flank. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Defending was strong. Kaka! Fantastic from Kaka! About as smooth as it gets. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Kaká. Ball swung in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Pato, distributed tidily. No way through. That looks a good ball through. Oh, now he can... It's Pato! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Yeah, it was still a really positive move, though, Peter, to get the runner through like that. It's great coordination.
It's played through for him. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to...
Gets his head on it! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Now that's well seen too. And that's really well manoeuvred. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And he is deftly away. Shevchenko. Chance for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are purring, truly purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Chelsea are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A case now of complete control. Ball's gone out of play. And they've got a throw. That has been cut short. That has ended up in no man's land. Shevchenko is onto it in a flash. And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, easy pickings there. He's got away. Pull it, played out towards the right wing. And he's quick to return it. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, well measured. That's the keeper's ball. Quality ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bergomi goes back to front. Well, they've got it again. And here's the chance to counter. Seedorf. Good purposeful running this. Over to the right flank. Beckham in acres of space out wide. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Threads one in, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
There will be one.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Pato! It's hit the upright. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Please turn your attention to
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Shevchenko. Diving header! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Chelsea really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And that is expertly dealt with. And now a sudden chance to counter. This looks promising, and he's managed to get free. Chelsea have got it back, and they'll have another go.
Seedorf really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Beckham. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Now, what about this cross? Czech claims it without any fuss.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh, that's fabulous. Shevchenko plays it in. The message is clear, none shall pass. Tries to pass it through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's Bale! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Lacking in accuracy.
Spirited to say the least, certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Nicely weighted ball. And this is Shevchenko. It's a goal kick.
Substitution on the field, number 15.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Bale. Number 8, Messi. Number 14, Pepe.
Oh, it's Dembele.
Coming on the field,
Now it's Hullet.
number 11, Pele. Number 22.
Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Takes a shot! And that's a good finish. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
There's the shot! Oh, terrific save.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Getting up there! Well taken goal. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, he's been great chance! He's got a goal! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And yes, it's him again.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And this is Hullet. And Hullet! Oh, he's done it!
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
With that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's a shade optimistic. Oh, nice touch. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, oh no, what has happened here? Very nicely done. Seedorf.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Pelé. He's picked his way through. Pelé with the cross. Vieira deals with that. And a chance! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
They've played it short.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Oh, what has happened here? Azar. And here's Dembele. And the finish! And there's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's chance! And yes, it's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And time is up. Manchester United suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen
The end of the game.
for information
Reflections?
on our shuttle bus
Yeah,
service.
well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Lewis Skelly. Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Strokes it back.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Good take, and it's Pato! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Olise. Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Alexander-Arnold. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And it's Hullet. Lobbed in behind. Cleared away. Oh, what has happened here? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's a nicely weighted pass. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Foden. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Mbappe. Very nicely done. Has to go back here. Tries a deft little ball. And that has been cleared. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Decent chance! Oh, that's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Number 11, Ruud Gullit! Ruud Gullit! Ruud Gullit!
Manchester United penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry...
And he shoots! Well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Colombia, after 25 minutes, is
More or less by himself,
13,
as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances.
He's had a shot! He doesn't look too happy with that. Cleared away. Colombia have the chance to go the other way. And it's Luis Skelly. Luis Skelly has been caught there. It's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Van Dijk.
Colombia really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way. Real chance! No, just not quite.
Foden is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Rijkaard. And it's Gullit. Hazard. There he goes, motoring forward. Hazard! Hazard! He is just a joy! About as smooth as it gets. And they've got their lead back.
Manchester United, after 35 minutes, is number 7, Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, he's found support out wide. Mbappe picks it up out wide.
That's good defensive concentration.
Thuram. Manchester United heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Rijkaard. That's Vieira. That has been slung wide. Half-time getting close now. Gullit. That's a delicate, terrific effort! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
And here's Lukaku. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
It's a promising position. And it's Seedorf. He'll try from distance! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Seedorf certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Now it's Kane. Into the channel. He's in plenty of space here. And that's signals the end of the first period. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Manchester United ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
And we get things going again. Looking to play him in. Now it's Beckham, and they can counter here. Pullet, distributed tidily. Seedorf. Beckham has the space to scheme. And the shot! That's going to go a long way. Well read, and the danger is averted. And here's Pato. Spread to the right. Could move up a gear here. No, he's not getting his way this time. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
And it's Beckham. Tries to play it through. It's Pato! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's there to clear it. Colombia are looking to go forward now. And here's Pato. And he's hit it long. Pullet does really well to win the ball there. Seedorf, who does have an assist to his name. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, there's the clearance. De Bruyne.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Maldini, the man that is tenacity personified. Rijkaard. And it's Nesta. That's Thuram. And it's Seedorf. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. Lewis Skelly. De Bruyne. Now it's Olise. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Lukaku. Pullet. Now it's Pato. Referee has just said play on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Big chance! Takes aim and crosses. Cleared without hesitation. Lewis Skelly. Konate. And it's Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Front-footed pressing going on here. And it's Lukaku. Great ball, and he's in here. Chance to deliver. Nesta clears it away.
Colombia really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Mbappe. Now it's Olise. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Alexander-Arnold. He's a sharp little ball. And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Mbappe. That is lovely. Oh, that's nice. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rijkaard can clear it away. Seedorf played through into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Towering header! And a neat finish! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Colombia are making a change now.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Manchester United now in a position far more desirable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
So no flag here, played in with purpose. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Substitutions taking place.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Messi coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Now it's Hazard. It's a pretty loose pass. Alexander-Arnold. And Lewis Skelly. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Griezmann.
There will be 3 minutes.
That looks a
added
decent
time.
ball. Rijkaard. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now it's Pato. And here's Beckham. And here's Seedorf. Oh, good-looking ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Manchester United can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Pato picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Manchester United definitely impressing me here, especially
Hello,
the way
everybody,
that attack
and please
clicked.
join me
Whether it
in
was
wishing
link-up
a
play,
happy
running in
wedding
behind,
anniversary for one
this
of
has
our
just been a
fan
great
club
day at
members.
the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So this is a story of survival, a series of poor results, and they are left on the very brink. However, all is not lost just yet. A win here, and they will still have their seat at the table. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So that's got things underway.
I've always been a fan of Giovanni Van Bronckhorst.
Tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Tries to cross. Towering header! Goal! Iran! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that's gone route one. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's where it came from, and that is expertly dealt with. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Iran clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Played out to the left flank. Mbappe! Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. He's looking wide. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Out towards the flank. Great vision. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And he's picked it up out wide. Pato. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. But they've got it again.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mbappe might just make this. Now it's Ferran Torres. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, there's a probing ball. Some resolute defending there.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Seedorf. It's a good ball out wide. It's a promising position. He's got away. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Rodri makes the interception. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for options for movement. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe! Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Beckham in acres of space out wide. Space for him to turn and look. That's going across goal. That has ended up in no man's land.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's a sharp little ball here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ferran Torres with the delivery. Beckham is looking to influence the game from out wide. He won't be happy with that one.
Manchester United certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
He has a look up. Pull it, spread out to the left, and the pass is intercepted. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Oh, no joy this time. Vieri is onto it in a flash.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick.
Chance! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And a terrific... And that is the end of the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in the second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 22.
So the action resumes.
Number 8.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real gentlemen, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Schneider.
Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pull it, goes direct. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Mbappe. Ball swung in. Oh, he's been... Can he finish? Yes! up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
A case now of complete control.
Oh, important interception.
Not the most accurate pass. Manchester United, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Pull it. Oh, super find. Ferran Torres. Looking to play him in. And he's managed to get free. That is a brilliant interception.
This is the time you need that pace.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. It's a pretty loose pass.
The attendance for this match was
Well-timed, excellent interception.
70,987.
That has been slung wide. Vieri is flagged offside.
Oh, what has happened here?
Goes for a shot! And that's in!
They're back within reach!
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Number 19, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Still there.
Oh no, what has happened here?
He has found a way through. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Stood up well to him there. Knocks it into space. Has a look and plays it forward.
Ferran Torres!
Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And the counter-attack is on for Iran. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. And he was alert to it. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Iran have their second corner now. He's cut it out. Koundé. And it's Ronaldinho. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And he's got away from... It's Vieri! Spread to the right. That has been cut short. And here's Ferran Torres. Pull it. That's destined for the flank. And this is Ronaldo. Now that's well seen too. Driven forward. Vieri is herring after that one. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a cute ball. Can he get onto this? Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, that pass isn't the best. Maldini calmly anticipates. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ferran Torres. Pull it, played out towards the right wing.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That has not gone well.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Iran have their third corner. Impressive jump. Schneider. That's a lovely pass. Hangs in across. Terrific effort. And it's in. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Iran palpably stronger, better, superior. Ronaldinho. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Four added minutes has been indicated.
Tries to pass it through. That ball looks a good one. A lot of space ahead of him. Chance, surely! Well taken goal. They are playing them off the park. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Iran are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's picked his way through. In towards the back stick. Mbappe! And with that, the end. Manchester United cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Hello, attendees.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Manchester United desperate for a win that will take them to safety. Some are already finding it too much to bear. It is cruel, but it is compelling. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Manchester United with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Now it's Pelé. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. No, he's not getting past him there. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often, he'll find a net.
It's a pretty loose pass. Nesta, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game. And Shevchenko! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. In towards the back stick. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Best. Always onto this. And he cuts out the supply. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Conte! And the ball's come loose here. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball.
BG Pathum United
Tries one from range. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And this is Kante. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. He's onside. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That's a decent clearance. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Conte. Nicely weighted ball. And he's worked it through. Thuram kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. And it's Conte. That's a cute ball.
BG Pathum United definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, hot shoots! Oh, special! That is a special goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
And here's Shevchenko. And this is Shevchenko! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shevchenko, chance for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Some heroic goalkeeping. But even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely...
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Manchester United! Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
2 minutes is number 19.
Manchester United cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Now it's Shevchenko. Tries to pass it through. Shevchenko providing an outlet on that flank. Seedorf. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. That is ended up in no man's land. Schneider. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he is dashing away.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
BG Patham United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! About as smooth as it gets. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
After 43 minutes is
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
BG Patham United go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
That's a sharp pass, and he was quick to react. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
2 minutes has been
Now,
indicated.
can they get him away? Maldini. Looking to play him in. Oh, real chance! There's a goal! And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that is the end of the first half. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution in progress.
So we're off again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And the pass is intercepted. That's really well manoeuvred. Conte. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw...
He's having a shot! Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Tries to play it through. Cross into the box. Terrific effort! Looking for the run. And the shot! Superb from Conte! A finish right from the top draw!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
After 56 minutes is
BG Pathum United now in a
17.
position far more desirable.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat.
Quality ball. Haaland going after that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's come to nothing.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Not the most accurate pass. Haaland was in no mood for any of that. Can he get it through? And here's Del Piero. A lot of space ahead of him. Towering header! And it's there! A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's...
And Del Piero! And a terrific save from the keeper.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Rijkaard. That has been cut short. That's travelling a long way.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Manchester United could not have chosen a worse moment. This for genuine comfort. Brilliant save from Buffon! That has drawn gasps of disbelief.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
And now they can spring out of defence. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Cristiano Ronaldo under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Maldini. Quality ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Schneider. Shot a goal! Now, that wasn't a bad hit by any means.
Well, that was the one I actually thought he was going to produce. It's a good effort keeping it down like that.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And a header! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Del Piero. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, this looks sharp. He's a sharp little ball here. He's cut it out. He's given the time to pick a pass. Looking for options for movement. And this is Bale. Well read. And the danger is averted. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Aimed beyond the defence. Shevchenko chasing after it. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, that has not gone well. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
BG Pathum United really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able...
Impressive jump!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Schneider. Rijkaard. Ball played for Conte. Can he get on the end of this?
2 added minutes
Haaland
has been
is
indicated.
fouled. Haaland! Haaland! 2 minutes to be added on. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's on it, can he get away? Threads one in. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And that's it. Manchester United found it all too much in the end. They came into the day with one mission. It's a mission they could not fulfill. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, I have to say, I'm glad I never experienced what those players are going through at the moment. An uncertain future and confidence shot to pieces. Everyone's trying to put on a brave face.
Manchester United are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, in these days of inverted wingers, Ferran Torres...
Messi! Off the post! Schneider. Best. Oyarzábal receives it in a good position here. Nicked it back promptly. Costa Curta. Oh, easy pickings there. He won't be happy with that one. That pass has been well intercepted. Ferran Torres has the space to scheme. And reclaimed it in a trice. Yeah, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's a key interception. Ferran Torres. Can he get it through? And it's Messi. Aims beyond the defence. Looking for the run. Oh, Red, nice interception. Son Heung-min. Tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears. Bullish header! And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
That tackle was certainly sturdy. Knocks it into space. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Dennis ended up in no man's land. Manchester United, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Ferran Torres with the delivery. Great vision. Well, that is one way to stop him. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. Ferran Torres. And he's being shifted off it. Pass somewhat off target. All the way back. Caicedo. Can he get on the end of this? Ferran Torres receives it in a wide position. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Messi. Now it's Oyarzábal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oyarzábal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has not gone well. Looking for options for movement. Oh, super find. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Throw in. Ball's out once more. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's had it nicked away. Jimenez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oyarzábal is onto it in a flash. Jimenez threads one in, and he cuts out the supply. Tries to pass it through. It'll be a throw-in. Ferran Torres. No, that's been intercepted. Now, he's got space here. Not the most accurate pass. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Searching pass is played there. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Ferran Torres, and that could set him on his way. He's found the way through, and he's gone backwards. Chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ferran Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
That's the end of the first 45. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Today to please take
any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
So we're on the way for the second half.
Manchester United really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's a sharp little ball here. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Robertson. Well, that pass isn't the best. Cristiano Ronaldo. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nicely weighted ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. And he was quick to react. Now, can they get him away? Jimenez deals with that comfortably. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Oyarzabal. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there.
Was 28,997.
And claimed it back swiftly. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that looks a decent ball. He is starved of space and time. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Best providing an outlet on that flank. Crunching tackle. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Son Heung-min. Robertson. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Akanji spots it and intercepts. And he's gone searching crossfield. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pinches it off him, looking to play him in. Best has it in a wide position. He's rising! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Space for him to turn and look, and he's managed to get free. Can he get it through? That's an imaginative pass. And that was asking for too much. That has not gone well. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Ferran Torres.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's picked his way through.
That was lovely, that.
It's a sweeping cross. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Liverpool clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Played out wide. Oh, this looks sharp. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Oyarzábal going after that. Manchester United have it back and can go again.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's a good ball out wide. And he's quick to return it. Oh, well played.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Manchester United are down to 10 men.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Out towards the flank. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Schmeichel claims comfortably. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And time is up. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Manchester United against Manchester
Few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. We're up and running then. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition...
Oh, what a mistake! He is through here! Played out to the left flank. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe, rapid and full of intent. Schneider. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Fernandes. To Messi. Can he get it through? A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, shooting chance! Schneider. Oh, refuses to take the bait. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. It's a pretty loose pass. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side is...
Mbappe! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Fernandes. That's been cut out, well played. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. This looks promising. And it's Schneider. Look at decent chance! Oh, super goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 23, Brian Robson.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Son Heung-min. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Showing great feet there. Now the ball in. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Fernandes really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Ronaldinho. And he's intervened well there.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him.
It's Schneider! Schneider! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're threatening to fly away here. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
The ball's gone astray. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And here's Mbappe, in with the challenge. Best! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition.
Terrific effort! Goal! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Van Dijk. Fernandes. Now Nico Williams. Oh, it's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! And it's made its way to him. Robson is always looking to break lines. Oh no, this does not look good. And he's managed to get free. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And this is Son Heung-min. That's been drilled in. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Son Heung-min. And it's Tanaka. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Best. Jimenez defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
2 added minutes
that's well spotted.
Indicated.
Nicely spread. Messi is in a really good position out wide. And it's half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. Gets us going once more. That has not gone well. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Fernandes. Fernandes showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho finds himself offside. Van Dijk. And it's Jimenez. Jimenez running with the ball. He's going for goal! Well, that is rather wayward.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Now, can they get him away? Son Heung-min has it out wide and in space. And the shot! Pass somewhat off target. Shot at goal! And that is quite wonderful! That is a gem! An absolute gem! It is an explosive start to the second half. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Manchester United now just needing one.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. It's a straight red, he has been given his marching orders. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
So what can they conjure from this one? An opportunity then to pull clear here. That's a fine save.
Oh, the keeper, for me, just made that look an awful lot easier than it actually was.
Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's got away. Here comes the quick, and he scores! No, flags up on the far side.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here.
987.
Nico Williams. Messi. Looking for the run.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now he's off and running. Engages and forces him off the ball. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to pass it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far. It's a searching pass. Olise receives it in a good towering header. And a neat finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
And a header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Robson is the guilty party there. And he's going to have his name taken.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Bale gets into a good position. Getting up there! Olise is flagged offside. Van Dijk. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Pinches it off him. Now it's Olise. Schneider. Schneider! Oh, good finish. It's all becoming so easy. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Minutes is number 15, Schneider.
Manchester United, palpably stronger, better, superior.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Bale's cross.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Not the most accurate pass. Great vision. Oh, super find. He's having a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And the shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Great ball, and he's in here. Played into space. Fernandez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking for the far post. Could move up a gear here. Looking to play him in. And it's Schneider.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's an excellent interception. Nico Williams, looking understandably energised after his goal.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Chance, surely! Son Heung-min. 5 minutes to add. And Fernandez. And this is Dembele. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Fernandez, Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now it's Schneider. Takes the shot! It's a goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. So smooth, a signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And that is as far as it goes. Manchester United, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now.
Hello everybody.
Schneider picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The new Balance Arena is ready for action. The blue and black colours of Atalanta. La Dea. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think it'll be interesting to see what Warren Zaire-Emery has been tasked with. First and foremost, he's a defensive midfielder, and to play that position you need athleticism, you need legs, you need to be able to get about the pitch, and I think he adds a good balance to the team, because defensively he knows there's going to be a lot of traffic around him and he has to deal with that and try and avoid yellow cards. But offensively too, he becomes an integral part of the team in starting those.
Great chance! Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And across it goes. That has been cut short. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking to play him in. Now it's Ronaldinho. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bullish header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And back to the keeper they go. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Schmeichel claims comfortably. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Best. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. Robson! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Ronaldinho. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Vieira. Eric Garcia does really well to win the ball there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Mosquera is there to clear. Totti getting this one clear. And it's Ronaldinho. Driven in. Oh, good climb! Harmlessly behind. Best. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Best is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Totti really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Totti. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Atalanta clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's quick to return it. And claimed it back swiftly. Totti! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Not the most accurate pass. Distributed tidily. And it's Sneijder. He's going for goal! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Tries to play it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Taken back almost at once. And now they can clear their lines. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Mbappe gets a good foot in there. Raul played through into space. Totti is wide and looking to get onto this. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. And it's Totti. Delivered in. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And this is Shevchenko. Ronaldinho. And he's intervened well there. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And it's Shevchenko. So, a temporary halt to the action. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 20. Viene sostituito con il numero 18.
So off we go again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Ball swung in. Tchouameni gets it away. Manchester United have their second corner now. Mosquera can get it clear. He's looking wide. Pass is just off target. And he can clear it away. He's a sharp little ball here. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Atalanta couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Pinches it off him. Totti. Manchester United do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And he's being shifted off it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread to the right. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's managed to gift it back. Mosquera getting this one clear. Great vision. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. It's a really well-measured ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And they've got rid. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Ambitious ball here. Bergomi makes the interception. Well, that pass isn't the best. Just eases him off the ball. He won't be happy with that one. Serginho. That's been cut out, well played. Not where it came from. And he welcomes it in. Shot, surely! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Time for a change in personnel.
Numero 19, Totti. Numero 10, lasciano il campo per il numero 7, il numero 21.
Now he's got space here. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mosquera deals with that comfortably. Bonucci promptly onto that, and that is that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Atalanta have reclaimed it. Well timed, excellent interception. Serginho. Couldn't squeeze it through. Costa Curta. And that has left him in a heap.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Delivers the ball. Oh, well played, well played. And it's been hooked away. And this is Dembele. Pressure coming in from all directions. Zaire Emery has the space to scheme. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Atalanta clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That has not gone well. Well, there's the clearance. And they're back on the ball again. Aims beyond the defence. Kvaratskhelia. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he finish?
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives.
Numero 8.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Bale. Threads one in. And this is Ronaldo. There's the shot! Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless. That's going wide left. Looking for options for movement. That has not gone well. Knocks it into space. And he was alert to it. Serves up across. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Manchester United certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
ฝากติดตามด้วยนะครับ
มึงอย่าเลยอย่าเสียเรื่องไรอ่ะได้ได้ก็อีเล่นกันแหละ